This is a test, my guy. Hey. Hello everyone, my name is Jess and welcome to my channel. If you're new here and you like my face, stick around for some fun content. Today, I was inquiring about music and I was delving into the web and I was like, can a person's personality type determine what kind of music they're drawn to or more likely drawn to, or like what they like in general, all of the genres? So I found an article on 16personalities.com, you can find it in the description. Based on your Myers-Briggs personality type, it can be associated, we're not gonna say like 100%, it's not 100 up in here, but certain genres are associated with certain personality types. So I was curious, I was like, I need to find out what my personality type is, and I want to see if the genres they say and the artists they recommend are accurate. I'm going to my Myers-Briggs personality test, and then see what genres they recommend for me to listen to, or what I should like. I'll make a playlist on Spotify and listen to the top 5 songs from each artist to see if it did a really good, accurate job or a really terrible job. I'm going to dive right in. So, in the past, I've had experience with this test for personality. I was an INTP, and now I'm well, not now, but most recently when I took it, I was an INFP. So instead of thinking, I feel. Your girl became an empath. As she got older, she started crying at movies. The theory of everything? Wept. A dog's purpose? Wept. So, guys, my test did confirm that I am an INFP. So, I wrote down in my sketchbook here all this information. Ready? Like, based on their sample, 86% of the people said that they listened to alternative rock, and 82% listened to rock, and then 49% listened to punk. So those are the top 3 genres for my personality type. I think that's accurate. Honestly, I grew up with like classic rock and I love alternative rock. And rock is just so edgy, man. Like, ugh. So, and if you read about it, the certain genres, it tells you specific artists you're more likely to listen to. Here are the artists that it recommended for me. So, for the alternative rock, I got The Cure, Wyse, and The Smiths. I know a few of Wyse songs. I've never listened to The Cure or The Smiths, but I've heard of both of those bands. When it comes to rock, it says Bruce Springsteen and Kings of Leon. I know a few songs from each of those artists. Sex is on fire. And then there's a list of punk bands right here. So Minor Threat, Husker Du, Jawbreaker, and Jimmy Eat World. So I've listened to Jimmy Eat World a bit. The other ones I've never even heard of. So that's what we're going to get in. We're going to dive in today. We're going to make the playlist. We're going to listen to the bops. And I'll get back to you. And we'll see if the music was accurate to my needs. So essentially, my conclusions from this whole experience, I definitely think that the personality test was accurate to me. I asked a couple of my other friends to do it, and they said it was pretty accurate to them as well with their music taste. So I find that really interesting, honestly. Going through the artists that I listen to, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about each of them and then my favorite. First, we're gonna start with Minor Threat. So Minor Threat was like really edgy and angsty. He had a very raspy voice. It was almost a little too much. That's why the song that I liked the most by them was called Salad Days. It was like really chill. Well, not really chill, because that Minor Threat can't be chill, but like more lax than the other ones. So that's probably my least favorite band that I listened to out of the whole list. Husker Du, I really liked. That band gave me like Green Day vibes. Like, and I really like Green Day, so I think that's a winner right there. Jawbreaker 2 was really good. I like their vibe. They just had overall bops. Like, I don't know what else to say about them. Bruce Springsteen, I've listened to a few of his songs previously because I grew up in a family that listened to classic rock religiously. So Bruce is always good, like a good staple, like a base, but I'm not going to be the kind of person who's like, I'm in the mood to listen to Bruce Springsteen right now. Kings of Leon and Jimmy Eat World made me nostalgic. I knew like 2 songs from each on the top 5. Kings of Leon reminded me of my youth, like middle school days. Let's go. The other Kings of Leon songs are pretty good. A newer song that I liked was called Waste a Moment, and it was like more modernized. Like, you could tell they use a little more like technology in there, but like you can still hear the instruments. And I just love string instruments so much. If I don't hear string instruments, your girl's not happy. Your girl isn't happy. With Jimmy Eat World, the songs that I remember were The Middle, which was like the staple, and Sweetness. That's a song that I didn't know I knew. I heard it and I'm like, yes, I remember this song. I really like those songs. I feel like I'm definitely gonna listen to more Jimmy Eat World after this. And then Weezer, again, bringing me nostalgic vibes. Island in the Sun, Say It Ain't So, Beverly Hills. I know those 3 songs that were in the top list. I've heard of Buddy Holly, like the title, but I never listened to it. I mean, I liked it, but I feel like I just am more connected to the other ones because of the nostalgia reasons. The Cure. I knew I heard of them. I couldn't remember what songs they performed, but listening, I remember Friday I'm in Love, because that's like their song. Like, I was like, oh yeah, duh. The other songs I didn't know. I like listened to them. They were decent. They weren't bad. They weren't amazing, but like they were good. Similarly to how I felt about Bruce, I kind of feel about The Cure. Like, it's very similar. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to them, but like if it comes on, I'll leave it on. The Smiths. I really like the Smiths. Like, they gave me good vibes, especially with the song This Charming Man. It reminded me of like Three Door Cinema Club, and I really like Three Door Cinema Club because those songs just make you like dance and groove, and like the distortion on the guitar, so sick, and I love it. The artists that I'm definitely gonna continue to listen to are The Smiths, Jimmy Eat World, Weezer, and then Jawbreaker. All the songs by them I really liked. To conclude on this journey, I feel like this was super accurate, at least for me. I mean, it wasn't 100%, obviously. It was maybe like a 90% accuracy. How about you try? I'll leave the link in the description for the personality test and the article, and you can see what songs or artists they recommend you, and you comment below and let me know if this is accurate or not to you. Hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and comment below whether or not this would work for you if you participate in it. And also, stay safe, children, be good people, do amazing things, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Marley and Me, wet. Actually, not really with Marley and Me. So with the punk bands, it mentioned, like, your girl be emo, because I do listen to emo music. I was never a scene kid, though. I was never, like, an emo during the times that they were, like, at a peak, but I always listened to the music, like, after the fact. Like, I was just late to the party. But, I never dressed like them. I just wasn't cool enough, man. I really wasn't.